It's a blessing to be out here, a blessing to be invited to an event called the bar exam. Because normally when you're invited to an event called the bar exam, it means you got bars. And I brought a couple. So if it's cool with y'all, I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all ready?
Give it to him, bro.
I done cyphered with some vets, held it down and gained respect. I ain't never dealt out rounds that aimed to text, shelled out pounds that claimed to set. I'm not a gangster or a thug, but I'm bound to place a bet. Bar for bar, I'm hotter than desert ground in Bangladesh, looking out the window. What I see is all absurd to me. It's cliquish. We force people to change a tire like maternity. My pops is in the South, mom's was in Diego like Ron Burgundy. What I say is real, so letters don't just make up words to me. See, currently my currency's certainly not encouraging. The economy is that single mom to me. That's why poverty is flourishing. We don't fare well. We use welfare as a nursery. Now it's often in top ramen is more common in homes than courtesy. I need a breather. I'm feeding off of a fever that's got me sick to my stomach with knees that are even weaker. I'm in a lab like a beaker, a test tube to the less schooled, waiting on thoughts, a patient mind. I'm taking time like a chess move. I'm making calls like a ref do. I'm appalled at all who are stating claims like a broken vending machine or politics. Ain't neither of them making change. We gotta fend for ourselves. Survive and advance, then weather the storm, stop the lies. In my father's eyes, work ethic is where the cheddar is born, but we're too comfortable. Our pants fit right and our sweaters are warm. It's 2017. Time to throw hate in the wind and let it be gone. I put faith in my pen and let it bleed on the page to leave my legacy. Pain in my life, pain on my side. I know everything that he said to me. So now I'm heavily concentrating on every aspect of his pedigree, ready to move ahead of the past into the present. See, presently I see heavenly roads. If it's on registering home, then I'd be dead or be gone. If not for Yeshua's own, sweating I praise Jesus alone because he's credibly shown and not the death of the lies. Satan's dressed in disguise can knock him off of that throne. That's what I'm treasuring. It's A. Ward. Take the first three letters of my last name. Ward. See, it makes perfect sense like exact change. I got the heart of Max Payne, and if a dark night rises, y'all will never see a Christian Bale to a bat cave. No, I'll be in the trenches, giving life to the field. Demons get the business like I'm right where I will, but understand I don't look the eye for the skill. I know if Satan got beef, my father lighting the grill. I'm a Tennessee Titan on this mic. I got a license to kill. Every beat I'm here to eat and I'm enticed by the meal. A starving artist with a tapeworm. This has been fasting since before Bin Laden had his kid jacking the planes. If I ain't the best, tell who is. I'm kidnapping the name that's sick, blasting and wig clapping. That's a mismatch to my aim. If you ever hear a line about me shooting, I'm in the gym after a game. Tell the world, I hate sin and I cringe after the fame goes to the head of these so-called artists with no artwork. You see, the world won't acknowledge the sun, but yet we star search. Marinate on that for a second. I know that bar hurts. Therefore, I'm back on my Grizzly Adams. Get busy, Adams. Satan, he want to mark us all. He going Grizzly Adam. No, you know Marcus Saul. Memphis Slow Post, the paddle show my flow dope or respected, but I ain't got to sell like rowboats for me to know hope lies in the Lord Jesus, maker of all seasons, summer, spring, winter, fall. Some will think I'm in the ball. That mindset is so cynical. Cynical, sin is cool, sin is no, sin is whack, sin is me, I sin is back. I'm serious, I'm so mistaken. I'm off that Similac. See, I was bound to fry because of I. He put an end to that. Simple, take fry with an I, then put an end with that. That means I got a friend, in fact, who saved me from them sinful acts and gave me the gift to drop this fire like when a Kindle cracks. My brother put the pen on my palm. I remember that. He threw me on this Bar Wars track, helped me get into rap. Ever since then, street, I've been a monster with this lead, son. We unstoppable like unlimited lives on Contra with that spread gun. All because my mantra is don't just give a Honda a test run. That means stay in one accord and give thanks unto the Lord. No siblings. No siblings. That means you're only kidding yourself if you think I'm finished. Antonio tried to give me a time limit. I'm going to split the rest in half. I'm still doing another 29 minutes. All right, not that much. Let's go into a 3. I pray every square inch cubically that Yeshua sees undergo scrutiny till any foolish deed is removed from me. I I came here to put Christ on. I can't just let bygones be bygones. If when the time comes and I'm bygone, I'm with the sun and you're getting your fry on. And as believers, let us practice humility with more faith in the giver. And less trust in our abilities, because if I believe it's in his will for me to act a wildebeest and kill a beast, but I keep an empty cup, how can I expect God to be filling me? You see, we're commissioned to love, but not what you see. Music says love means groupies. Society defines it through movies. Sex sells it to youth, and alcohol misspells it by telling you just chase that L with UV. And at one time, even Peter was confused. See, he didn't know agape from phileo. This is not to discourage you. Rather the opposite, but mechanics wouldn't work on cars without a socket ship. NASA couldn't land on Mars without a rocket ship. So why do we say that we stand on God and not acknowledge him or even use the tools he supplied us with? I'm not here for the ifs, ands, or buts. If you leaning on the world like a kickstand or crush, thinking the 4 letters on your wristband's enough to show the lost you're a Christian, so you quit standing up, you too are full sinking in that quicksand of muck. I turn a page in a spiral. I rap about the glory and the king in the Bible. I talk about my Father Christ saved through revival after never showing up. Like last year, Steph Curry in the finals. They say I write like I'm battling, and it don't make hits. No matter how ill your bars are, you ain't sick. But I wrote the book on name flips, middle of the paragraph. Y'all can turn it to page 6, patient. I'm waiting and advocating the Lord's way. I ex-fornication, hating, blazing, and poor faith. Paper chasing, rage, and taking shots poured straight to sin I couldn't bear. Running back, that wasn't my forte. More weight, I dreamt to be an addict. A classic, no Reeboks. With lines so dope, they make an addict go detox. But Satan sensed the pride. He kept at it to throw cheap shots. That's why I always kept the armor with me like be shot. But the thief wants to kill, steal, and destroy. He plots to kill us still. Because he knows the millions will give in when feeling ill. The villain, he'll do anything he can to summon pain. Because Satan is a syringe. See, all his work is done in vain. But wait, we're residing in a grace stronger than a Vicodin pill, dissolving in Sprite and gin, or a violent fight with a Heineken. I'm medicine, but my medicine is heaven sent. Therefore, I'm on that crosswalk, no pedestrian. So let's begin by saying, God's the greatest. It's taken. I'm ready when temptation makes that move for me. Sick fell through. I'm on my get well soon. I'm prepared for battle. I can't lose when I got you for me. Father, I'm on that road less traveled, dirt gravel to the pavement. I'm racing on turns to gold because he took that pain from me. He was slain and made public. Danger raised up, but he gave his ways up. No miracles, no stopping the torment. More men spit on him, but he forced it. He carried the cross till he fell to the dirt. People saw him as a failure. It hurt. He was nailed to it. First, the thorns through his forehead. The only perfect sacrifice is what the Lord said. Raised up on boards and left to be scoffed at. He was the river the people skipped their rocks at. Sword to his liver, his brain. They thought they stopped that. Might as well been a finger to the trigger. The frame already caught back. Father, forgive these people, for they know not what it is they're doing. Confused, they think they're so hot. He was murdered for my sin, taken down, wrapped in cold cloths, buried in a tomb. But praise God, he knows how to roll rocks. Fast forward just 3 days later, when he showed the globe why he saved it, the reason he made the waters and the waves, the purpose he gave to all of our faces. He was raised from the grave, and he followed through like a 3-point play and chained up Satan, because at that moment the serpent's dome was introduced to heel toe, and no more second guesses. He's not evanescent. He is not forgotten. He rose and now he's ever present. It is finished, and Guinness should call it record set and never to be broken again, because Satan's best was less than enough to knock him off or to throw him. They wrote that rocket cross like he could hold him, and then he showed who's boss like Tony Danza and came through so all of our questions would have some answers. And the beauty is, y'all, he didn't just leave when he rose. He came straight to Thomas' promise and showed him holes in his palms. The laceration in his side proved the passion in his voice matched the statements in his life, exaggerations all aside. He wasn't still breathing. He was the son of David slain, not David Blaine misleading. He walked on water without the camera crew, and even Chris Angel knows he couldn't hold a candle to God's infinite existence. Love-driven persistence. As Peter stands at gates above, given permission, I pray that my life would see Christly intuition and light will be guided through mics in which I spit in, because he's that perfect picture of love. Cross-canvassed, brush strokes damp with and dipped in his blood. Esau made of wood, nailed firmly, betrayed by a kiss, unequipped with a hug. See, he was sent for the thugs. He sat with the sinners over dinner, the reckless through breakfast, at the prison for lunch, fully man, fully God, never fully stayed hungry for the soul that fully spoke wisdom and such. Him of his garment extended the touch, fingertips in the mud, he placed dirt in the eyes of the blind, he traced words in the dust from the ground, he fulfilled every prophecy and law. We have got to be in awe of the only begotten who took our mockery and ball, spotless. Nobody else but Christ was. He resisted temptation when Satan thought that he might budge. Jesus, the promise, who freed us from bondage, and now Christ is living in me. I ain't empty, I'm on full blast. I got the living water. Why bother to buy a pool pass? Cool cat, I'm past that. Progressive, give him all. State God is my Lord, I'm insured. Aflac, stab at me. And Satan, I'ma stab back 66 times. Each book in my backpack. Beamer, Benz, Bentley, a Bible. I'll take the last. That's the only one with a real will. Y'all can catch that. That's facts I put my stock in. NASDAQ, sealed shut, glad rapping. In him I am glad rap. Improv, freestyle, where my pen and pad at? He gets what comes off of the head like a hat rack. But I ain't mad at no one except me for taking so long to accept him. Listen, I wore that vest thin till I'd invest in a best friend who wouldn't let them darts cave my chest in. So now I got Christ living in me. Not a penny, but he was sent to the cross. Don't dodge him, not a hemi. His hand you ought to grab it. Automatic, not a semi. Gotta have it, be an addict. I'm ecstatic. God is plenty. I'm a rabbit till I'm 20. 30. I'm not worthy. Write it down. I was dirty when I'm down. He'll reassure me that I'm worthy and I'm leaning, liking everything I'm learning. I'm kin to him, not kin to sin. Cause like kin to Lynn, I would be burning. See, I'm not flirting with the opposition. It's comprehension. Not to mention godless vision means off to the hottest prison. God is living in me. I'm one of my Savior's own. So when it comes to praising, I flip out like razor phones. No holding back. They can hear me at the neighbor's home. I love to live this bubblicious true until the flavor's gone. My God's like, whoa. Like eyes closed, half court, blindfolded backwards, one handed off the backboard. He's that sort of whoa. Like, no way. Be still so he can say go like Jose. More than okay. He KO'd and no says the naysayers. Man, he packed a punch. He beat death with the right cross. Now I'm left hooked on him since he boxed Satan like snacks for lunch. How cool is that? I can't believe I know this cat. He took my soul and filled it till my spirit got its focus back. That's what I call a soulful act. I was on that woeful path looking for an outlet till Christ became my cul-de-sac. He's like, whoa, because his character's amazing. Incommunicable attributes comparative to Nathan. He's omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, and unchanging. That's whoa. There ain't another way to say it. Thank you.